righty. Righty, righty, righty. Who is ready for a show? That was a pumping track. That song right there was called Morgan. Let's see, "The Last Chase" by Morgan Wills. You can find it on YouTube. Yeah, yeah, that was a pumping track. You ready? Let's go. Let's go. We got a lot to talk about. Oh, man. And the last live stream I was doing was shit. So, um, yeah, yeah, yeah. That was shitty live stream. So, this, well, let me get a little closer. This is my new capture card. Ooh, I don't want to drop it in my water. This is my new capture card. And basically, jeez, let me adjust the mic. And so basically, oh God. Okay. All right. I guess this works. So basically, this is my new capture card by Vivatar, which they also make. They also make action cameras. That they're like low end, uh, $30 action cameras that you can buy from Walmart or Target or Amazon. But this is their capture card. You can get it anywhere online at a store. Um, and I tried using my DSLR camera with it. I even tried using my action camera with it that I'm using right now. Uh, this is my DSLR camera. But what ends up happening with my DSLR camera is when I put it in a live view, of course, as you saw on the live stream previously, it basically shows everything. It shows like all of the little, uh, like it shows the ISO reading. It shows all the readings of all the things of the camera. And same thing with the action cam. So I'm gonna relegate this to maybe a PlayStation 3. Uh, yeah, and I'm gonna see if I can stream some like old school PlayStation games. I'll figure something out. Um, Maybe I'll use it with a tablet or something. I have no idea, but it captures. It's basically like a screen capture type of thing, or it's a capture card. So it captures whatever a camera's seeing or whatever's on screen. I still have to figure these things out. I've researched them before. It's just I don't know. It's a weird deal. So I'm not going to use this with my cameras. What I'm going to use is my DV Power AX5000. I'm going to use it with the micro USB and just do it this way. If it freezes, whatever. Um, I'll get a new camera soon that will actually be my permanent uh, camera. And then this one, I'll relegate it to like a second camera for like top down shoots. Um, if I decide to do that, I have no idea. I'm gonna try to configure that capture card. Um, with my cell phone. I'm gonna see if I can find HDMI to USB C. or my old cell phone, HDMI to USB mini. Actually, no, that's USB C. Crap. Well, anyways, I'll figure this out. So I have a capture card. So, like I was saying before in the last live stream, is that I am tech savvy. Actually, oh, all right, I'm actually live. I'm just watching myself on the phone. All right. I always like to check if I'm live or not. I know I am here on my computer. It shows everything's streaming and stuff. Um, oh God, this is ridiculous. It keeps saying, okay, the stream's current bit rate is 27 kbps. Huh? Okay. Um. So. Right. Hmm. That's weird. Hmm. I have no idea. Am I on? Alrighty. Well, whatever. I don't get this warning thing. It's ridiculous. Well, anyways, so Yeah, I gotta figure out some things here. Why the streams are why is the stream pretty shit? Why the stream is pretty shit. Um anyways, so oh we're already on 15 minutes, jeez. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, let's talk about some things. We have a lot to talk about. Um so there's this preacher I've been recently watching. Let me find him. We're gonna start. Well, okay, here. I'm gonna start off with this. Okay. On my last live stream that I tried to do, uh, you know, the crappy live stream, I would say. Um, basically, I said a couple things. I was born at a time where you still went outside. You still hung out with real people in the real world outside of your house or inside of your house. But I was also an inside person. I mean, I played computers, I played video games, I uh, was inside a school building, I was inside malls. I was inside buildings. I slept inside a house. I didn't sleep outside. Okay, I'm see. Okay, I watch guys like Days of Noah, um, Call for an Uprising, Spiritual Logic. I watch a bunch of these people, and one thing they always talk about and they always say is, "Oh, we're going inside." Like instead of being outside in the physical world, we're going into this metaverse. We're going into, um, you know, the virtual world. Let me say something. We all lived inside a building, unless you were some of those Amazonian people living in a forest, just living amongst the trees. But we all lived inside a building. We all slept on a bed. We were inside. So now we're just going further inside. See, humans used to be nomads. And then civilization started and we built buildings and we went inside those buildings. And we were still outside because we grew our crops. We did our physical, we went outside to walk to the school. We went outside to tend to our farms, to talk to our politicians, to play our sports games. But we were still inside because we slept inside, we ate inside, we danced inside. We were inside buildings. We are still doing that today. When you go to a shopping mall, what do you think it is? I'm not talking about the outside shopping malls. What do you think the inside shopping malls are? They're inside, they're in buildings. So when people talk about we're going into the metaverse, we're going into, the virtual reality, I mean, we're just going further inside. Instead of inside a real store, you're going inside a video game store, inside of what do you call it? A store in the metaverse, in the augmented reality, the virtual reality, a virtual store. Instead of a real store, it's a virtual store. But you're not really inside of it, as we know of, the definition of inside. You're not really going inside of it, and stuff like that. It's just that you're putting on some goggles, or you're on your computer, and you're basically looking with your eyes through a screen. Make and it tricks your mind into thinking, oh, I'm inside this building. No, you're not. You're not inside anything. The only thing you're inside of is your house, because you're inside your room and you're sitting on the table, or the chair, or you're sitting on something, or the ground. You're just sitting and you're looking through a screen, looking through goggles, looking through the computer, your cell phone. So when people talk about we're going inside, this is a bad thing, this is a good thing, whatever. Why aren't you talking about us inside a building? I mean, we're not outside, we're not getting fresh air, we're inside a building. So tell me. See, you know, one thing I've always wanted to do on this channel is to go after everybody on this planet. make fun of everybody on this planet. I've wanted to do that, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to make fun of everyone, and I'm going to go after everyone. Oh, you bet. I'm going to show channels on here, even people I watch, and I'm going to destroy them. I'm going to destroy everyone. See, I don't know anything. I'm not a right person. As a matter of fact, I will put myself last, dead last, above all else. God is before me. Everybody else is before me. See, I'm nobody. I don't count, except to God. God only counts. You see where I'm headed with this? I see a lot of things wrong with the metaverse and stuff like that, but I see some things right with it. Because it's like a hammer. You use the hammer on the nails to build your house, or you use the hammer on someone's head to kill them. I'm not okay with killing people with a hammer unless it's self-defense or it's an enemy. If it's an enemy and they went to war, they started it, you have a right to defend yourself. So hit them on the head with a hammer. Bill Gates, Mr. Fink of BlackRock, yeah, we're coming after you. Devil, Satan, I stomp on your ass. I hit you upside the head with the hammer, bruh. But if you're just gonna go murder people with a hammer, I'm not okay with that. But if you're gonna build houses for people so people have a place to live, all right, I'm ending live stream. See you guys later. Yeah. So I'm okay with these AR goggles and stuff, because, like, for instance, you know how in the automotive industry, they're using it to solve complex problems that you otherwise wouldn't be able to solve with the tools we have now. Like, they put on these little goggles and they basically can figure out in a 3D model that you otherwise couldn't do with computers, even, with advanced computers that we have today in the automotive industry. They're, they're using them for that, and they solve the problem. Like, that I'm okay with. In those circumstances, as long as it's minimal, as long as it's for that specific task. But if you're just going to be a zombie and be a stupid, retarded fuck, then yeah, we should hit you upside the head with the hammer. I'm okay with that too. Because pills ain't going to do it. Sending you to rehab ain't going to do it, because you're still going to choose to put on those goggles and walk across the street with them. So the only way is to hit you upside the head and make you feel the pain. You might even be so dumb, so retarded, so fucked up that you might just be like, wow, you hit me. I'm still going to put them on because you ate so much Soylent Green. For those of you who know that movie. So literally, it's oh man, I tell you, when people talk about certain technologies, when they talk about certain things, whatever it may be, make sure that you cover all sides. Okay? Because, like, I could sit here and talk about live streaming, which I'm doing right now, and say all the negative things about it, and then yet not say, oh, but live streaming has had me come on here and tell you the truth, speak the truth. So it's a good thing. So there's a good aspect to it. is people like me can come on, say God bless you, and give you God's word. So so make sure you come full circle. Don't just say, well, live streaming is bad. We need to go outside. You need to get off that damn computer. You need to go do some exercise. Don't buy live streaming equipment. Live streaming is it's an evil thing. Uh, you know, and if you read a lot of these books from these famous people, you know, you'll see like where basically live streaming has came from, where the ideas were born. Oh, this was back in the 1950s. You know what I mean? Like, seriously. Back to the hammer. Without the hammer, you basically wouldn't have built anything today. Thanks to the hammer, thanks to who invented it, we're able to build a lot of things. So don't be bashing the hammer only. Make sure you come full circle and talk about the positive things about it and the negative things about it. Thank you. What? Uh, okay. Uh, uh, this, this. Oh boy. Okay. What the man? People these days. You know what? Let's do something. I have one of his videos up, or at least a clip of him. Okay. Well, here. So this guy is called Marmari Emmanuel. He's a preacher in, I think, Australia. He's doing a very good job at uh at uh at exposing a lot of things. I found a clip of him, but I want to go to something I watched previously. Um, okay. S- Oof, man, it's raining like hell outside. Come on, ah! Man, I just found a video like, let's see if I can find. I'm looking for. Hold on a minute, guys. Jeez, what did I watch in the last Sorry, guys. Um. All right. Oh boy. Okay. So, well, anyways, let's see. Here's one of his videos. Okay. Show you. I'm just play a short clip of it. Hopefully, I don't get hit for this. I probably will. Everyone gets hit off of the stupid algorithm. All right.
Everything we do, everything we say, everything we think of outside of Jesus Christ is evil. Everything you do in this world outside of Jesus Christ is evil. You know why? Because this world, the Holy Bible is telling us, not me, it is God Himself. Not Satan is just the ruler. No, this world is placed in the bosom of Satan, meaning Satan has encircled this world in his bosom. He's grabbed it. It's his. It's his. Now, don't be shocked and say, why is this happening in the world? Because the one who is actually ruling over this world is the evil one. What are you going to expect from the evil one? Nothing but evil. We have been deceived by the temptation of the world. We have been deceived by the lust of the world. We have been deceived by the rainbow colors, which rainbow was the sign of God. Yet shame on such generation to abuse this rainbow. Shame on you.
So basically, we're gonna go off of this now. Something that I, say to you at the end is God bless you. Well, there's a reason, because God, and I'm talking about the God of the heavens, not the God of this earth, which is Satan. I don't believe in Satan. I mean, I don't believe in Satan. Satan is the evil one. He's the ruler of this planet. God put him down here to rule this planet because Satan wanted to be the almighty powerful. And God said, no, you're not going to be. And Satan was an angel. He was a perfect angel. And God made him a demon. He made him the ruler of this planet. He says, look, I created this place. There's no one taking care of it. There's nothing there. It's hell. You can have it. It's yours. And you will rule over this planet in some galaxy, in the big universe that I've created, in everything, called Earth. End of story. You happy? Satan wasn't happy. The battle was lost, but Satan is not happy. So what does Satan do? He starts doing things to humanity to have them get away from God, to essentially bring about the singularity, which is the end goal, which is like, hey, no, I've won, you lost, which in the end, God's going to come back for one last battle. You can read all the books you want to. This is just what God said. End of story. You can watch all the videos, read all the books, look at all the television shows, read all the magazines, hear it from a bunch of people. Now, this is what God said. Everything else that anything else that people say, everything else that people say is just fake, phony, baloney shit. It's all evil. We live in an evil world. Now you have to do good in this world, and this is what he's going to talk about. How to be a good person in a world full of evil. That's why I always say make the world a better place. What does that mean? That means that you go and do something good, and you make this place better by doing something good. Go help your neighbor. Go do something. Don't just sit there and do a live stream and and fucking do nothing with your neighbors or your friends or your family. Don't just sit there and do a 9 to 5 job. Go actually do something that's good. Don't do what's evil. Seriously. That's like really? You're just perpetuating evil. That's why you should not buy these goggles. Like I said, there are circumstances. If you're going to use them because you're in an automotive setting and you need to look at a 3D image of like an engine build, and you're an engineer and you're trying to figure out how to get the highest gas mileage, and you're trying to figure out what parts should go here. You're designing stuff. That's totally different if you use it for 2 hours at your job and that device stays at your job. But don't go buy it because you want to walk across the street like a dumbass chicken. Bok, 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 bok. And then you just, you put your headset on and, oh, this is cool. Oh my God. Oh. Like, really? I don't even wear glasses. That shows you how much I don't want you guys. I don't need you guys to do that. Because one of these days, I'm going to be rolling down the street and I'm going to hit you. And the cops ain't going to do shit about it. There's a bunch of people who are going to hit you. They're going to hit you. You're going to die. And then there's going to be laws to where, oh, you can't wear this outside. And then you guys are going to be pissed. Oh, we can't do this. We can't do that. Well, yeah, because you're a hazard to society, not a gun. You and your stupid devices. Thank goodness I was born in the 90s. Thank goodness I was born at a time where there was no such thing as streaming. The only thing that existed was you brought your big desktop PC, okay, to your friend's house and you did LAN gaming. And you did that for 3 hours, but you were with friends. You actually physically went to go get pizza. You went to go get soda. That's unhealthy. Unless you make your own pizza out of your own dough and your own ingredients, that you grew from your garden, or fresh ingredients that are organic from the store. But like, and I mean like, you make it from scratch. Make your own flour. Don't get GMO stuff. Don't get crap. Yeah, once in a while I'll go get a pizza from Round Table, okay, or from a pizza place. But seriously, like, you know what I mean? You were a kid. You were a teenager in the 90s and the early 2000s to the middle 2000s. I'm talking about millennials here. And even my brother's generation, which is before mine, and even my parents. So like literally, like we all grew up in an age where you did things physically in the real world. Now kids are growing up where they're growing up with a cell phone. You have 5-year-olds on cell phones. 5-year-olds. You have infants in the cradle. You know how you're in the cradle, right? You're literally just 3 days born, 2 days born, and okay, hold on. All right. So you know how your parents buy you a cradle, right? And they probably don't do, actually they probably still do this today. It's probably different actually, because see, I used to have if I remember correctly, I used to have a like a thing hanging over the cradle with some things spinning around, and it was cool. As a matter of fact, one of the greatest ones I ever saw was from a video game called Downhill Domination for PlayStation 2, where the baby was in a cradle, and the things hanging from it were bicycle parts, like from mountain bikes. And I thought that was so cool. And I was like, damn, I wish I had that because I'm a cyclist and stuff, and I also ride a mountain bike. But so like, you know how they have that now, right? Like they still have that and stuff. Um, Now you know what's hanging on top of them? Oh, a cell phone, a tablet, a computer, the Oculus Rift, the metaverse, or the rainbow flag and dildos and boy and girl toys and transgender pills. Because that's the first thing the baby sees. Actually, they don't even have to do that. The parents, look at parents today. They don't know what gender they are. I forgot. Babies are not created anymore. I forgot. They're made. They're they're genetically made. They're made in labs uh, around the world. I forgot. Humans do not have sex anymore. They basically the babies are made in labs, so, just like in the science fiction movies. You see them in these tubes. They're growing in there, and they don't have any body parts except eyes and a mouth. Actually, they don't even have a mouth because they don't want them to speak up against the government, against the evil people, against Satan. So, yeah, let's get back to this. Just do something good in the world. Don't think about evil things. Don't do anything evil. You know, you got to have faith in God, at the highest level. Uh, you basically, have to be a servant of God. God comes first before your parents. Remember that. God comes first before anything else. God is above all else. God is above everything else. God is the one and only.
All these colors, holidays, clubbing, dancing, eating, drinking, fashion.
Now, I got something to say about clubbing. I'm a person who likes clubbing. Uh, I don't have any problem with people wanting to gather and dance in the physical world and stuff like that. What I have a problem with is the drugs and the alcohol, and the uh, satanic rituals that go along with it. But if, like, you're going out on a Friday night because you want to go listen to some music with a couple of friends and you want to dance and you have a girlfriend or a wife, I'm okay with that. You do that on a Friday, once a Friday. And you really don't go out. Like, you don't go out like that. You go out to work, or you go out to buy groceries, or you go outside to do nature walks or whatever, you know? But you do this once a Friday, you go out like that, but not like this. I'm okay. I'm okay if you do this modestly. Yeah, I'm a bit of a techno freak. I'm a bit of a person who, I shouldn't say a bit. I love techno. I love hardstyle. I love trance. But I also love classical music. I love music of nature. I love, um, like, how we used to make music, like the Africans in the jungle where they used to make drums out of logs, and it was 440 hertz, the resonance of this earth. I mean, 432 hertz, not 440. 440 is the negative hertz that we'll get into that history a little bit later, uh, and we're in another video. But you get what I'm saying. Just do something positive. Even like look, there are some things that we think is positive, but it might not be positive. You got to be careful also about that. There's some things that you might do that you might say, "Oh, that's positive," but then it's not. you'll come to find out later that it's not.
Botox, drugs, alcohol, gambling, and floating around in this world. It is all evil. There is no such thing as I was having fun. We need to define what is fun. Don't be a fool, be wise. Do not just throw words left, right, and center without thinking about what you're saying, without focusing on what you're saying, without weighing what you are about to say. You need to be wise. Time is to do with the temporal life.
Yep.
Faith is to do with the eternal life. How can I elevate myself above the time? When I turn to the crucified Messiah. How can I elevate myself and be above the time when I turn to the crucified Jesus Christ of Nazareth? I'll give you this from the Holy Bible. The two thieves that were crucified on either side of the Lord Jesus. How come one of them was saved, the other was lost? What happened to this man who was saved by the Lord Jesus? What happened? Four things. This guy was 100% going to hell. He done everything wrong under the sun. He was a murderer, he was a thief, he was everything bad you could think of. And he's crucified now, he's nailed on the cross, meaning he can't go back and try to change his lifestyle. Too late, he's about to die. Biologically, physically, he's about to die. The last seconds of his life are ticking away right before his very eyes while he is hanged on the cross. But four things saved this man. Four things made this murderer, this thief, this bad citizen to redeem the time, for the days are evil. Number one, when he heard the Lord Jesus saying, Father, forgive them. Number two, fear of the Lord. Number three, confession of guilt. Number four, confession of the perfection of Christ.
So, yeah, I mean, a lot of those things are evil, and you do have to think before you speak. You have to be wise, but to a certain degree. See, there's a certain degree to everything. It's like someone who, they'll tell you eat meat. I'm a big proponent of meat, by the way, but and they'll tell you, what kind of meat to eat, or they'll just talk about meat in general and tell you what to eat and how to eat it and how to cook it and stuff. But there's a certain degree on how much meat you should eat, how much vegetables you should eat, how much grains and dairy products and stuff like that, which we're actually going to get into today. We're going to talk about food because I got a lot to say. Oh boy. And I'll say this, I haven't read a health book in my life. If any, I've read a few things, but I've watched a few videos. But you have to do everything in moderation. And not absolute moderation, but you like this. Like me live streaming. Am I going to live stream every single day? No, I'm not. I'm not going to sit on my ass every single day because that takes my life away. Because sitting actually shortens your life. So I'm going to go do other things outside. Or just other things, whether it's outside or inside. Outside of the house or inside of the house. So basically, do something good. Do something positive. Don't do something evil. Um, you know, be wise about your decisions. Think before you say something. Don't just jump right into any situation and just say anything and not be wise about it. And make sure that you have God on both shoulders with you at all times. You want both of God's hands on both of your shoulders at all times. One hand here, one hand here. One hand here, one hand here. Okay? Now, I said I was going to get into food, and I am. Because this actually ties into do something good. Do not do something evil. Be wise. Think before you do or say. See this? Oh, this is a cup of water. There's a cup, there's only water in here. Is that all I drink? Yeah, mostly. Like 95%. There will be a 5% where if I'm like not drinking water, it's tea. And like not literally, but metaphorically, once on my birthday, a soda or fruit juice. If anything, I just put lemon in my water sometimes, especially when I wake up in the morning. Or uh, if we have juice at home, then I'll put some juice. Hold on a minute, guys. I'll be back at just give me 5 minutes. Alrighty, guys. Got to get some cheese here. Pecorino Romano, like the legit stuff from Costco. And this is food, and it's very healthy food. Wow. From what I've heard and what I've researched, is that Gouda is supposed to be the only cheese humans can actually tolerate. I've also heard Pecorino Romano, but I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. So, anyways, um, basically, how can I start talking about food? Okay, so we'll take this piece of cheese for instance. Okay, now I'm going to tell you some things, and then I'm going to explain some things. So, this cheese comes from a very special region in Italy and stuff like that. Which I've been, I've been to Italy like 6 times, but um, and so I know Pecorino Romano like at the back of my own hand. I know what's the good kind. I know what's the crappy kind. I know which ones mix with other cheeses from Argentina or America, or other places in Europe. I mean, I have a pretty good understanding of cheeses. Um, I've eaten a lot of cheese that was made in California, like the because being a native of California, born and raised, basically, uh, I grew up with the cheese that was made and grown in California. That was made in California. The sharp cheddar, a lot of like the American sharp cheddar and stuff like that. So basically, um, this cheese is healthy for you. So is Gouda, and Gouda is my favorite cheese in the whole entire planet. Now, I'm telling you this because I want you to be healthy. But see, here's the thing: to what degree is this good for you? To what degree is Gouda good for you? See, you're hearing it from me. I can show you the evidence online, but then you have to go and do your own research. You can't just, you know, take what I say and implement it in your life until you do your own research. And you have to do that with everything except for God. Don't question God. Don't research God. Just read your Bible. End of story. That's what God said. End of story. Because God says not to question him because that's science. But everything else that we know to be fake, we know is not true, question it until you get the truth revealed to you. Like for instance, we know that Charles Darwin and Darwinism is fake. We know that's false. We know that. But what do? We say, oh, no, no, it's real, even though we know that. Or we go and question it. That's what we do. We go and question it until we find out the truth, which we already know. Which the truth is that it's bullshit. It's a whole bunch of funny baloney. Made up. Because they want to get you away from God. They don't they don't want you to get close to God. They don't want you to have anything to do with him. So the thing is that you do have to question all the stuff that is not true, even though you know it's true. That way you can just get the evil people to say that it's not true and they made it all up. Oh, okay. All right. We falsified everything. It's not true. We just did this because we don't want you to go towards God and stuff like that. We want you to go towards the singularity. All right, there. We revealed ourselves. We need these people to reveal themselves. We need to take the covers off. So with food, see, I have a battle to pick with food and health. Because even in this damn old household, people talk about health and being healthy when they have no idea. They, like I said, I never read books. I read a little bit, watched a few videos. I grew up, with people who were all about health. But, so like, what do I know? See, I can talk about it and not know anything. Think about that for a minute. Just think about it. I can literally talk about health without reading a single book. See, I drink water. It's the healthiest thing on the planet. It's practically from God. Water is what God gave man to drink. And we have destroyed God's drink by polluting it. I don't have to read a book to know that. I don't have to, watch a documentary to understand that. It's called using my own brain, which a lot of you do not do. Whether you're on the internet, the TV, the newspaper, out, next door neighbor, out in the city, out in this world, you guys have to sit there and read your books and shit like that. Yeah, I'm reading books right now. And I have a book, Philosophy 101, Ethics 101, which I read, which is very good. But like, seriously, it's already in your brain. It's already there. You just have to go and grab it. God already implanted this stuff in your brain. It's there already. Just use it. Pull it out. We don't need some doctor's books. Doctor's book. You don't need some you don't need to go to a seminar. Come on, God already tells you. You already put it in your brain. What you do is you listen to a human being, but you don't listen to God. You don't do what God tells you to do. There was a point in time when I realized everything that I do that is under my control is what God tells me to do. My parents didn't tell me. My teacher didn't tell me. I told myself. God told me to do those things. God is the one in control, not some human being. I'm not a fucking robot. And some of you aren't. But the rest of you that aren't that 10%, you're all robots. You all control each other, which is an evil thing. It's evil to control someone. And I'm not talking about preventing someone from jumping off a bridge where you pull their shirt back, pull them back. That's not controlling them. That's preventing them. There's a difference between prevention and control. Control. See this? This is a remote. What does this remote do? This remote controls the TV. This is what you are doing. You are using a remote. You don't have a remote in your hand, but you are the remote and the other person is the TV and you're controlling them. And that is evil and you need to stop doing that. And like I said, I'm not talking about, the person who is preventing the person from jumping off a bridge. I'm not talking about the mom who is preventing her child from stealing a cookie from the store at 10 years old. I'm not talking about that. That is preventing. That is discipline. That is punishing your kid. Smacking them on the ass because they did something wrong. That's not control. And you know what control is. You know exactly who it is. I mean, you know exactly what control is. You know exactly who you are. You know exactly who you're controlling. Oh, you can't go outside. Oh, you can't go to school. Oh, you can't squat your truck. You can't modify your car. Oh, you're not allowed to cook with this type of butter. Like you can't cook with butter. You must use this type of oil. Oh, um, you can't have this computer. You must have that computer. You can't wear this type of shirt. You must wear that type of shirt. Like you see where I'm headed with this? That's what I'm talking about. Like, who cares if the person wants a blue computer instead of the red one? Who cares? Why do you need to control them and what color computer they get? Who cares if a person wants to cook in butter, which is healthy for you, olive oil, which is healthy for you, and they don't want to cook in canola oil, and they don't want to cook in all these bad oils and coconut oil and stuff like that. They want to use butter, beef tallow, and all that. Who cares? Why do you need to control them into cooking with coconut oil or canola oil? Huh? Stop controlling and let them be. Let them be free as God has intended man to be. Yeah, I don't. I'll tell you this. I have children. This is what's going to happen. My kids are going to be free range kids. They're going to be free kids. So as long as they don't do anything evil. My kid comes in the kitchen and he wants to cook fried eggs in the morning. I'm not even going to be there. I don't want to know that he's cooking fried eggs. Miss me with that. But if he's going to come in there and cook some soy product, he's going to cook with evil stuff, genetically engineered, genetically modified food. I'm going to smack his ass, spin him around, and send him back to Timbuktu and have him relearn a lesson. Because he's cooking evil food. Food that destroys him, that gives him all these growth hormones to become a female if he's a male. And if it's which my son won't be cooking anyways, it will be my wife. I get one. But and my daughters will be cooking. Because in my household, it will be the women doing the job. And if I catch them using any bad products, their ass is grass. But if they want to cook in beef tallow, they want to use olive oil, butter, I'm not there. I don't exist. I do not exist. I don't want to know about it. Miss me with that. I'll be in the office working. I will I will be doing something with my son. I'm not going to control them in their cooking at all if it's that. But if it's something evil, I will intervene and say, "Why are you cooking with that? No, you take that out of that pan. That is unhealthy. We're not having that. Throw it away." Mm. We live in a world of symbolism and imagery. All right, let's do it. Let's get her done. Let's get her done. Alrighty. Alrighty. You ready for this? Oh shit. Wow. Look at this. Bam. Canola oil. Look at this. Bam. Right here. Canola oil. If I catch any of my family members using this stuff, well, they won't even buy it. If I catch them buying that stuff, I'm going to tell them to put it back on the shelf. I'm going to educate my family in saying, do not buy canola oil. Oh, yeah. That's not controlling in an evil way. That's actually preventing them from dying, from death. Buy canola oil, not natural death. Not when you're supposed to die by the set date that God has set for you. Natural death. This kind of death, I will not allow. I will not allow the slow death. Through all these bad oils. All right. But you want to cook in all this butter? Miss me with that? I don't want to know. Just cook. Serve me my plate of meat with a lot of butter. I'm going to eat it. Give me all the butter. Here, give me a stick of butter. That's the healthiest thing for you. Just like extra virgin Italian olive oil, straight from Italy, with only Italian olives. Or extra virgin olive oil with olives specifically grown in California. Because California does make their own olive oil. In Fresno, there's a place, literally, that's an olive farm where they produce their own olive oil. They used to sell it in the early 2000s. A bottle was like $4. It was a dark bottle too. Oh, it was great. Locally grown. But they served all of California practically with that bottle. Or at least the Central Valley and Southern California. But they did well. Now, what kind of butter? I mean, there's salted butter, unsalted butter. There's ghee. Ghee is like really healthy. It's what the Indians use a lot. But butter in general, just natural butter from cows, is very healthy for you. Not the fake butter. You want natural butter. Okay? Don't get that fake margarine crap. Or don't get that I cannot believe it's not butter. Or, oh, it looks like butter crap. Oh, man. Ooh. Oh, yeah. You want to cook in this? You want to cook in beef tallow? Oh, ooh. Do me a favor. Give me a jar of beef tallow, and I'll just spoon it. Mm. This is old school. This is like my grandma, like my great grandma. Yeah, and it's expensive, but who cares? Eating is not expensive actually. There's Wagyu beef tallow. I mean, and Wagyu's oversaturated. I mean, Wagyu cows here, they just have one strand of Wagyu because some guy imported a Wagyu cow from Japan and then he mated it with the cows here. So here they have like 30% Wagyu. You know, there's I think only one cow left that's a true Japanese Wagyu cow somewhere. I saw a documentary on it, but yeah, I mean, you want to cook with that stuff? I mean, and make sure you get extra virgin olive oil in the glass. I know Kirkland has this signature one that's from Italy. Um, it's in plastic, but if you could put it in a glass bottle, that'd be better. Um, and make sure it's 100% extra virgin from Italy, not with olives from around the planet, or specifically from California. Meaning it has to be specifically from one region. It can't have uh, the olive oil be mixed with different olives from around the planet. because then you don't know the source, you don't know how it's processed and made. So if you get it from, one source, that's better than getting it from multiples. So if you want to cook with all that stuff, that's great. Hey. You want to know something? You can cook with just water. What do you think a soup is? Like if you take the base of a soup, it's just water. You boil your vegetables in water. The vegetables leach all the good stuff. You just cooked it in water. That's actually really, really healthy. Boiling water for like 20 minutes. Let's say you make a soup. You're making a soup, right? You put some vegetables in. You put a little clove of garlic in there. You chop it up, put it in there, and you put some onion, and then you just boil it for like 15, 20 minutes in water, and you don't add anything else. And then at the end, you put a little bit of salt and pepper in it. That's like how much healthier can you get than that? Except eating raw vegetables and raw sushi. You know, that's another thing. A lot of people will talk about tapeworms, and they'll talk about they'll talk about they'll talk about all these things that you get from eating sushi. I mean, I should be dead practically. I should be dead from day one because I've been eating sushi my whole life. I'm a person who should be dead. All the Japanese, they should be dead. But how come they're not dead? Oh, they're dying a slow death. How slow is it, though? Seriously? Because is it that slow that they're going to die in 10,000 years? I mean, come on. Let's be real here. You want to talk about that meat is bad for you, that eating fish is bad for you, that you should only eat raw vegetables? You shouldn't even cook your food? I mean, humans make up a lot of crazy shit. We all do. Even I do. I mean, I tell people only to drink water, and that's crazy. Because there's a lot of other things to drink. I tell myself not to drink alcohol, not to drink soda, not to drink coffee, not to drink anything with sugar, and to only drink water and sometimes tea. So instead of me telling you that, I should be telling myself that, which I already do, but I'm telling you that like I'm telling myself that. But see, I shouldn't even be telling you because you are different from me. Every person is different. There are some people who they live off of macaroni and cheese and they die at 200 years old with nothing. I had an aunt or I should say hold on a minute. Damn it. So someone on my mother's side, she lived to be like almost 100 years old. I'm gonna tell you this, okay? I'm gonna tell you this for a reason. Listen up, everyone around this planet. And I remember very well. She was a person who loved to watch the WWE, and you couldn't tell her it was fake. If you told her WWE was fake, she would actually pull out a spatula and she would be like, "All right, give me your hand." Like literally, she could not take it. And I told, and when I say literally, yeah, I mean, my cousin Michael was like, my grandma does not like anybody doing that. Even her own daughter, My mom does that. And so like I did that one time at her house. Boy, she got hot headed. Luckily, I didn't get the slap on the hand because I said, "Okay, okay, okay, all right, it's not fake." And you know, up until she died, she watched WWE and she had her favorite wrestlers. She drank Dr. Pepper her whole entire life. She was the one. She was the first one to tell me. Well, her and my mom actually. They were the first ones to tell me that back in the day, Dr. Pepper was healthy for you in the 1800s, and that what was it? Every time at 11 o'clock, you should have a Dr. Pepper as like a remedy. So she literally drank Dr. Pepper every day. She ate McDonald's or at least a hamburger, but she also ate what Southern dark brown skinned people ate, which was your collard greens, your chicken, your cornbread, uh, all the roots, all the vegetables, basically potatoes. But she ate the hamburger. She ate the French fries. She ate Chinese food. American Chinese food, what we call fast food. She drank a Dr. Pepper. She even sometimes she would have a Sprite or a Coke, but Dr. Pepper was her favorite. I kid you not. And her daughter, okay, my cousin's mother, she's like she was just born fat, but she's the healthiest person on the planet. Her doctor tells her that she is living like a 30-year-old at her age. She's like in her 60s, living like a 30-year-old. Like her doctor doesn't see anything wrong with her. So like literally, she drank and she died at almost 100 years old because that because her body could take it because like for her that was health for her that worked. I bet you if she did what someone else told her to do, she probably would have died at 60 years old. You have to do what your body tells you. You have to do whatever body God has given you. You have to eat according to your own body that God has given you, if that makes sense. Not that you do what a doctor says, or your mom and dad, or your brother and sister. What they say is for themselves. And they are imposing their own shit on you. That's not okay. The world needs to stop imposing everything on everybody. Impose it on yourself. I don't want anything to do with you. I don't want to be a part of it. Get the fuck out of here. Miss me with that. Damn. I swear. I I personally hate it. Like I said, if I'm going to jump off a bridge, you better come and grab me and slap me and say no. And I'm talking about jumping off a bridge to kill myself. I'm not talking about jumping off a bridge in Minecraft just for the hell of it. It's a video game. You don't need to pull my shirt for that. But like seriously, why are you telling me what to eat? Leave me the fuck alone. Whoever you are. I will okay. If a doctor I watch Dr. Berg and I think he's a very good doctor. I'll actually reference some of his videos as we're talking about this. But like I watch it because there's entertainment value there. You know, there's value in the entertainment that he gives you. But like I watch it just to see what his perspective is on health and on food and stuff like that. Um, and I want to see if he's someone who knows what he's talking about, and he is, because he talks about eat butter. You know, he talks about eating butter. He talks about eating extra virgin olive oil coming from one source, from one olive tree, one plantation. He talks about eating beef tallow. But also, he doesn't tell you what to eat. He doesn't say you have to. And if you don't, I will punish you. I will whip you. He just tells you what's good and bad. End of story. That I'm okay with. But controlling someone on what they eat is not okay. Oh, I'm just going to. Oh, all right. Look, everybody. Look what I'm about to do. You see this person over here? All they eat is butter. I'm going to take the butter away from them, and I'm going to hand them canola oil. And there's only going to be canola oil, and I'm going to buy only canola oil. No more butter. Okay, well, the other person is going to go buy butter. Oh, they're not allowed to have money. They're not allowed to go anywhere. I control what they eat. That I'm not okay with. A lot of people do it. I don't do that. I don't do that to anyone. Unless it's junk food. If I see ice cream, and I'm talking about the 99% of ice cream that's out there, not the true ice cream that's made from ice and from real grazing cows' milk, like they did in the 1700s, 1800s, when ice cream was actually ice cream, where there was no sugar. They used real fruit. Like you pick a fruit off a tree, and there you go. If I catch you eating the shit ice cream today, yeah, I'll take it away from you. Because I don't want you to kill yourself. I'm going to pull you back and prevent you from jumping off the bridge and killing yourself. Yeah, I don't care to a certain degree, but then I do care to a certain degree. Because I need you on this planet to combat the evil that's on here. So I'm going to pull you back. I'm going to tell you the truth, let you know what's going on, and you're going to come and join God's army and help us stomp the devil out of here. That's my mission. I want the devil out of this planet. Beat the devil out of it. You know, like Bob Ross. Seriously. I'm sick and tired of this bullshit. I'm sick and tired of, people controlling people for their own pleasures. Yes, I'm satisfied because the person did what I said. No, you're an evil son of a bitch, and you need to stop doing that, or you're going to get killed. Choose your pick. Many ways of getting killed. Or change yourself and stop controlling and only be a person that does prevention. You want to be preventive, not a person who's controlling. You want to be preventive, a person who's preventive, not a person who's controlling. Prevent people from dying. Prevent people from turning evil, doing evil things, thinking evil. Do not control a person on what they eat, on what type of movies they watch. If if someone wants to watch James Bond, let them watch James Bond. But if they want to watch two girls on the internet, well, you better prevent them from watching that. You better say, hey, you ain't watching that. And you're being punished for it. Just for even thinking about it and for even uh, opening up the computer, getting ready to go to it. And yeah, I know I said thinking about it. That could equate to, you know, people getting in trouble for just thinking things. No, if you think anything negative, you should be punished for it. If you think anything positive, why should you be punished for it? See, the opposite is happening. Anything that we think that is positive, we're being punished for. But anything that is negative that we think, we're not being punished for it. The world is like, la, 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 la. That's not okay. Oh, hell no. Like a lot of us think, like, oh, I'm going to go across the street and I'm going to help the lady bring in her groceries. And then someone comes along, and then a lot of people come along and like, no, 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 you can't think that. You're going to jail for doing that. And it's like, wait, what? But if the case was, oh, I'm going across the street and I'm going to beat that lady blue and I'm going to take her groceries, all the people will not even bother you. Be like, yeah, hell yeah, yeah. Oh, I want to videotape it. Hold on. Videotape this shit. Oh, let's put it on the internet. Yeah, she's getting beat up. Come on, guy. I'm pumping you on. Really? Negative behavior trumps over good behavior? Are you kidding me? Please. Oh, man, please. Oh. Woo. Man, that was a mouthful. That was a handful. But that is the world today. That's the way of the world. So no. You have chosen to make that world that way. The world is not like a hammer. Okay, a hammer. So the hammer is in your hand. Well, there's a hammer on the table. The hammer is nor bad or good. It becomes something of good use or of bad use on how you use it. It only becomes that. Let me start all over. So there's a hammer on the table. The hammer is nor bad or good. It's nor a bad object or a good object. It becomes such on how you use it. You use it to hammer in nails to build a house. It's a good tool. You use it to bludgeon people on the head, hit them upside the head and make them bleed. It's a bad tool. A gun. A gun is a perfect example because a gun, which has been invented by the Chinese, or even beforehand, has been the topic of discussion since the beginning. And people are saying it's a bad tool, that it's a bad, creation. No, it's not. You put a gun on the table, okay, you have two rooms, and one of the rooms has the mirror, right? It has like the see-through window, but you can't see in one room it's a mirror, but it's a see-through mirror, but only the other people. Okay. Ah, God. There's two rooms. One room is the room where you stand in it and you stand behind the mirror and you can look into the other room. The other room is the room where you can't see through the mirror, but there's people behind there and there's a table there. So in that room, there's a gun. Okay, there's a gun. Watch, I'm gonna destroy the gun argument in a heap. I'm gonna destroy the gun argument quickly here. So you literally have the gun on the table, and there's no one in there. The door's closed, no one's in there, and there's two people in the other room. Now, tell me, is the gun good or is it bad? Tell me. If you answered one or the other, you're wrong. If you answered it's good or you answered it's bad, you're wrong. the gun is nothing. The gun is nor good or bad. Because what has it been used for? What did the gun do? The gun is not autonomous. So explain to me how the gun is bad. So one person leaves room number 1, goes into room number 2, takes the gun, goes back to room number 2, and shoots the person in room number 2. Room number 1. So the one person leaves room number 1, goes into room number 2, takes the gun, goes back into room number 1, shoots the other person. Now what is the gun? It's bad. It's been used for a bad purpose because he murdered someone, which is not okay by God. Murder is not okay. There's 2 people in the first room. Somebody, a third person, is coming with the gun to shoot the 2 people. The person comes into the second room, one of them, takes the gun, goes into room 1, okay, from room 2, defends both of them by using self-defense in shooting the murderer. Now what is the gun? It's good because it was used for self-defense. You see where I'm headed with this? You see where I'm headed with this? But as the gun sits there on the table, nobody's touched it. It's fresh on the table. It's nor good nor bad. Same goes for everything else. This podcast, this equipment, all this stuff, I'm using it for a good purpose, telling you the truth, telling you what's up. I'm not, using it for a stupid, retarded, evil purpose. But if it was just sitting here, like it was before, if it was just sitting here while I'm in the other room, it's neither or. But you're going to say, no, well, it still is this. Oh, it still is that. Why? Are you retarded? If you're retarded, say you're retarded. Come on, let's say retard. Come on, say it with me. I am a retard. Repeat after me. I am a retard. I am a dumb person. I am an evil person. I just want to continue my evil pleasures. I don't want to choose to come to God. I want to choose to come to the devil, to continue with the devil. I don't want to choose God. I want to choose the devil. I want to continue to walk with the devil. Come on, say that with me. Yes. That is exactly why you continue to say that. You can say whatever you want. God says speak freely. Go ahead. And yes, I know what the Constitution says about the right to free speech and all that. And all this stuff, which you don't have a right. Go look at what's his name? I forgot his name. He's a guy I watch. He lives up in Wyoming and he does all these great cowboy videos. Oh God, I can look him up. Not Wrangle Star. That's another one I watch. Oh boy. Anyways, he did a video on your rights to speak. And he read exactly what it says in the Constitution. Oh, I can say whatever I want. I mean, and there's debate for that because like me, like God gave us the ability to speak. From what I've gathered, God didn't prohibit us from saying certain things. God didn't prohibit us from speaking whatever, saying whatever. It's not like, he said, you cannot speak. No, God said you can speak. Yes, there are words that he doesn't want you to use. He doesn't want you to take his name in vain or say it in vain. He does. Yes, there's, it's a long process. It's a long story, but I'm giving you the short end of the stick. So the thing is that, you know, if you continue perpetuating this evil around the planet, then the next generation is just going to pick up on it. So we need to do good. We need to make the world a better place for the next generation. And we need to make it so that way we do not reach the singularity, but we go backwards. And when I say backwards, is that we go back to a simpler time. We go back to when people were outside, but we can still use the computer. We can still use the microphone. We can still play the video games. But let's go back. Let's remove the goggles, because we're not even supposed to wear glasses. Glasses are bad for your eyes. I don't care if you look. You want to talk about vision? You know that the Chinese, that the people in the ancient times who had bad vision problems, they fixed it like that just by eating right, just by doing certain things to their body that were natural, that came from this planet. Like, you can go look this stuff up. It's not all hidden from you, because they can't hide everything, and they can't keep everything hidden, because their arms are butterfingers, their hands are butterfingers. They slip. Things slip. So the thing is that literally we can do things to improve our eyes. If you eat carrots, it actually improves your eyes. Yeah, you have to eat 10 billion of them, and I don't mean literally, but you have to eat enough of them for it to take an effect, and you have to continue eating them. I love carrots. Carrots are one of the healthiest foods on the planet. Of course, we know the story of the orange carrot and how it, became orange and all that, but like carrots in general. Lycopene. It's good for your eyes. There's a lot of stuff that's good for your eyes. You can either do that, or you can just wear man-made glasses which damage your eyes. You want to wear glasses? If I find these glasses, which I'm sure I saved them, they're probably in one of my boxes, I'm going to put them on for you. They don't have any lenses in them. It's just a plastic frame around my face. It makes me look like a nerd or a college student. As a matter of fact, that's the reason why I put them on. So there's no lenses. But you want to wear some glasses? Okay, just wear the frames with no lenses in them. There you go. You're wearing glasses. The frames are what destroy your eyes. Contacts destroy your eyes. I don't give a shit who you are. I don't give a shit what your condition is. I don't care. Miss me with that. The glasses are the lens part is damaging to your eyes. I stopped wearing glasses after 8th grade. Well, prescription glasses after 8th grade. I wore them only in 8th grade because I thought my vision was getting bad, but I was like, what the fuck is this? My vision ain't bad, so I just kept them up in the house, never wore them. I recently just threw them away. I only kept them just as a reminder of how stupid I was. And I stopped wearing sunglasses after like 20-something years old. And I just used to wear them because they were fashionable. Because I used to match them with whatever clothes I was wearing, trying to look cool, impress the ladies, impress myself. And then I was like, wait, why in the fuck am I still wearing glasses for? Period. So the only time I wear glasses because of a safety thing is if I'm doing something that stuff could be flying in my eyes, or I'm riding a bicycle. But I try to find glasses that are not, how should I say, that are less damaging to my eyes. When I ride a bicycle, when I'm riding a road bike or a mountain bike, I don't want stuff flinging in my eyes that could literally damage my eyes. So I put on protection, because you're flying at a it's like those Formula One drivers. They put on helmets. They're not in closed cockpits. Now they have to put on helmets anyways for crash for safety reasons, for other safety reasons. But you have a visor because you don't want stuff flying in your eyes. You want to protect your eyes. Because if you damage your eyes and you can't see, well, you're gonna go smack into the wall. That I understand. That's a totally different story. But if you're like those people who wear sunglasses all the time, even inside the house, and you wear uh, reading glasses all the time, or you wear seeing, vision glasses all the time, like really, man, you do not have bad vision. What you have is a bad brain, and you can correct the brain easily. Just start eating healthy. It's easy to eat healthy. You know how easy it is to drink water? I mean, you guys do it all the time. You drink those bottles of water, that fake water. Go drink some real water. Go have some filters in your house or in your apartment building. And if you can't, well, go invent one. Seriously. Like this shit is ridiculous. I'm gonna do another live stream after this. Probably a gaming live stream. But I'm this is ridiculous how you guys come up with so many excuses. All of you around the planet come up with excuses. Oh, it's because of this. It's because of that. That, this, up, down, left, right, all around. Really? Fucking ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. But hey, look. Like I said, to each their own. Man, there's so much healthy food out there. And yeah, like I said, once in a birthday, I'll go out and have a pizza. I'll go out and eat at a buffet. But I'm not gonna splurge on that shit 24/7. It's like a sweet treat to me, which I rarely eat sugar anymore. I'm trying to reintroduce certain fruits because I have problems. I have some eczema. I need to get rid of that. You know, my own body is what I'm curing. I'm just giving you advice. I'm just telling you things that I know. It's just advice. I'm not telling you to do these things. I'm not controlling you to do these things. You don't have to do these things. You can choose or not choose to do these things. It's up to you. It's your choice. Alrighty, well. So do the right thing on this planet. Do good things. Don't do anything evil. Do positive things. Make the world a better place. Pray to God every morning, every night. Have him in your mind. The one and only true God, Yahweh. All praises to the Most High. I love you, God. I have love for you. We are not of this planet, but we are in this planet. Now, not of this world, but we are in this world. Once I find my Bible, I'm going to reference some things. But seriously, like, live by the golden rule. Do unto others as you would want them to do to you. So do something good as you would want something good done to you. Unless you want something evil done to you, which I don't think you do. But see, you want to do evil stuff to other people and not have it done to you because that's the way you want it. Well, you know what? You do something evil is going to happen to you. That's how it works. So, seriously, like, just just please, please be a good person. Go help a neighbor out. Go help a family member, a friend. Do something positive. Get out there in the world. Go ride a bicycle. Don't put on that headset and be in the metaverse. Go do something outside. Go play basketball. Go ride a bicycle. Go run. Go create videos. Take a camera and create videos. We have cameras. You can buy them as cheap as $1. You have a cell phone. Go, I don't care. Just use a camera. Bring some microphones. Make short films. Make a production movie. I don't know. Do something outside and something inside your house, but mostly outside. Get back to the outside. And let's get the government out of here. Let's get all these evil people out of here. Stomp on the devil. Beat the devil out of it. Like Bob Ross would say, seriously. It's getting annoying. It's pissing a bunch of people off. I was about to say everyone. But some people love it, and they're not getting pissed off about it. Yay! We won today. Yay! Our little gay parade won. Oh, I'm so happy. Now, that's not happiness. No. No. I don't call that happiness. Because what happens is, after that, there will be a bunch of misery. And they know it. But anyways, hey, don't take my word for it, right? Mr. Rogers, he said there can only be girls and there can only be boys. He was exactly right. There can't be cows, dogs, cats, birds, everything in the middle. But apparently there is. Apparently there's a human with no body parts. It's just it doesn't have any hair either. It just has an eyes. It just has eyes, a nose, ears, and a mouth. And 2 arms, 2 legs, and just like from the chest down to the belly. Wow. I mean, hey, shit. Sign me up. How do I become one? It's the new trend, right? It's what's trending. Oh, it's very trendy. Yeah. Look, I don't have any body parts. Oh, it's so cool. Look at this man. Oh yeah. You can go down to the next shop right there. It's only $29.99. It wasn't that funny. It wasn't that funny. It's actually pretty stupid and retarded. Man, if I ever catch anybody doing that, I don't care if you're an adult, teenager, child, or baby, and I have a switch, I have a bull's whip, I have a gun, you better be ready for some heat. Seriously, don't be doing that. Don't be changing your body. Don't become a transgender person. I will really pull you back from jumping off the bridge. And then I'll teach you a lesson. Scar you for life. No human being should do that. I don't care what age you are. Seriously. Like, man. Why do you want to mess up your body for? It's bad enough tattoos and piercings and plastic surgery. That's all evil. You even want to do it before they have sex. You want to take the sperm. Like, there's a couple in Australia. It's an old video where the female was supposed to be a boy and the male was supposed to be a girl. But before they even came out of the vagina, they literally were changed. Yeah. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. That's not okay. That ain't happening in my world. And I live on planet Earth. Oh, boy. Mm. Alrighty. No, hold on. Like seriously, like, come on, come on. So, let's just do God a favor. Be a good person. Do something good. Don't think anything evil. Don't do anything evil. Take the devil out of your life. Beat the devil out of it and stuff like that. So, I hope you all learned something today. I hope you found value in this video. I'm gonna do a live stream of a game here in a bit. So join me for that. And yeah, we'll have some fun while we're gaming. Alrighty. Well, um, you guys take care. Biohazard Candy Kids signing out. Peace and blessings. Make the world a better place. God bless the whole world. God bless everyone. Yeah, and I mean it. Oh, I truly mean that one. Amen.